If you are thinking of homeschooling your child or children in the state of Alabama, there are essential steps that you will need to be complete first. The first step to homeschool in Alabama is choosing which method of homeschooling you will use. Next, gather all necessary documents to submit to the new teaching team and the local superintendent. Complete a student withdrawal form from public school. Take time to get familiar with the curriculum and the new schedule. Knowing which educational option would be best for your family might seem intimidating. Once you know more about each one, the final decision could be easier than you thought. Essential steps to start homeschooling in Alabama. The first step is deciding what schooling option you are going to choose. There are 6 educational platforms, outside of public schooling, that Alabama recognizes. Those are a church school, private tutor, online, cover school, and unschooling. Next, you will need to provide enrollment forms, attendance records, and immunization records to the new educational team, as well as the superintendent of your local public school. If your child is currently enrolled or scheduled to be enrolled in public school, a completed withdrawal form is needed to properly withdraw your student from the current or upcoming school year. It is necessary to avoid any truancies reported to the school board. You may be required to choose a curriculum if one is not already in place. It is vital to choose a curriculum that is understandable, applicable, and provides the core learning concepts for the student's age and grade level. If online education is the preferred homeschooling method for your child, it will require access to a computer with an internet connection. A book-based education will require a purchased, or borrowed, set of curricula-related books to use throughout the homeschooling year. Sticking to a learning schedule is beneficial for parents, students, and caregivers. If the chosen facility does not already establish a daily program, you will need to put one in place that works well with everyone's schedules and the child. Joining an Alabama Homeschool Association will be a resource step you do not want to skip. The Alabama Homeschool Association, or AHA, is a statewide organization to help answer questions about the homeschooling process, laws, and address any other concerns you might have. Once you have completed these steps, you and your child are well on the way to starting a new journey through homeschooling. Is homeschooling the right decision? Alabama is a low-regulation state when it comes to homeschooling. Children between the ages of 6 and 17 will be required to attend and participate in an educational program. Deciding to homeschool your child, or children, can be a big decision to make. The education received from one of the various methods of homeschooling allowed in Alabama might not be the replica of that obtained through a local public school, but that does not mean the education would be any less valuable. Some children learn more through a hands-on approach, while others gain more from lectures and listening. There will be children who are more self-led and prefer to read, analyze, and process information in their own time. Some children will learn best through a mix of learning styles as they advance into new topics and lessons. Understanding what your child's learning preference is, their struggles, and their educational desires will help you decide if homeschooling is the right choice to make. It is always important to include your child in the homeschooling discussion to ensure the decision is made with everyone having a chance to voice their opinion and have questions answered. There is no right or wrong choice, as only you and your family will know what will work best for all involved. What is a church school? A church school is a form of homeschooling done through a local participating church. The grades offered are K-12 and preschool. Schooling is accomplished through an on-site program, or at home with lesson instruction. The church does not receive federal funding for educational programs, making it the church's responsibility to establish policies for teacher qualification, the number of days expected for students' attendance, and the required subjects that will be covered. When enrolling in a church school, it is the parent's responsibility to complete a church school enrollment form and submit it to the local public school superintendent. The teachers at the church school must maintain an attendance record for all the students and school days of the school year. Chef, Christian Home Education Fellowship, has created a list of church schools in Alabama that allow homeschool students to enroll. What is private school? Private schools can have their campus be established by a parent or caregiver as home-based, or be a home-based extension of an already existing private school. Preschool through 12th grade is available with private schooling. Private schools do not receive federal funds but can apply for federal grants and scholarships, along with student tuition and donations, to provide educational resources for families. It is the responsibility of the private school to submit the names and addresses of all students enrolled in the school by the 5th day of the new school year. They also have to report all unexcused absences to the county superintendent every week. Teachers are required to maintain an attendance record for their students for the school year. It is the parent's responsibility to provide the school with proof of immunization or a medical or religious exemption from vaccination. What is a private tutor? In the state of Alabama, a private tutor must be an Alabama-certified teacher. Tutors are to instruct in English and follow the same lessons that are being taught in public school. While the typical public school day is 6 to 8 hours in length, a private tutor must teach no less than 3 hours a day between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Each school year is required to consist of 140 days. It is the responsibility of the tutor to submit their list of students, subjects taught, tutoring schedule, attendance, and student work portfolio to the superintendent. What is online homeschooling? Online homeschooling is handy for a busy family, students who work better outside of the crowded classroom, or those with good time management and self-discipline skills. There are teacher-led, self-led, parent-led, and a mix of 2 or 3 program options to be an all-in-one package. Some of the online programs are free, and others may require a monthly or annual membership fee. Monarch, a Christian-based online program, can be both parent and student-led with either a monthly or yearly membership. K-12 is tuition-free and set up to instruct homeschooled students through real-time classes, taught online by certified teachers. What is cover school? Cover school is another name for church school or umbrella school. Up until 2014, this was the only way to homeschool in the state of Alabama. When researching cover schools, umbrella schools, or church schools, the names are frequently used interchangeably. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please stop by our site for more homeschooling info. If you are interested in a Christian, self-paced, online homeschooling course with customizable curriculum, just follow the link in the description.